most days. We've got, oh it is. Nicola Jones at the wheel of the R8, R83, and we are driving 4 laps. Yes, it's hell, but somebody has to do it. Right, okay, you've come out of the Porsche. This is very different to the Porsche. This is a supercar. You will notice difference. Not because it's more powerful, it's just the suspension, the chassis, everything is far superior on the car. Much lighter and more responsive throttle than the Porsche, better brakes than the Porsche. More powerful engine than the Porsche behind us with a 6-speed close ratio gearbox. You haven't got to worry about that. The only gear you'll need when you get on the circuit is 5th gear. Okay. It'll do everything in 5th gear unless we get horribly held up. Okay. which is a good thing, because there are so many things I'm going to be talking to you about out there that changing gear, you know, if we can eliminate that, all the better. Okay. Now, be careful with single-seater race cars. They're the biggest worry on the circuit, because all the other cars have instructors in, they know what they're doing, but there are guys out who have come down today and are in the single-seater and don't really know what they're doing.
That'll be me next. Well,
possibly. Generally, the women are very good because they listen. So if you come up against a single-seater, first of all, don't assume, if we come up behind one, don't assume he knows we're there. And if we're going to overtake him, we're going to give him as much room as possible. Or indeed, if they come up behind us and are pushing us hard, I'm just going to let them go, otherwise they're going to cause an accident. The corners, red, yellow and green cones, the red cone is the vital cone to get to. And it's going to be the most difficult cone. Because on the road, the hands and the eyes work together. Where you look is where you will always steer without fail. So if you come up to a right-hand corner and look across on the racetrack, your hands will turn you in much too early, because when you go in a right-hand corner on the track, the red cone is right on the left. And you come across. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is, as you come out to each and every corner, only look at the red cone. Until you're right on top of it, then you're obviously going to look, well I hope you are, look left or right when you get to the end of the corner, and then the hands will automatically turn. But the red cone is going to be the difficult one to get to. But I'll chat you through it. Overtaking. There are faster cars out there. If needs be and it is clear, I will indicate left or right. I just need you to move the car left or right for me. Great. Should we give it a whirl? Shall we? So foot right down on the clutch. That's it. Turn the key into your fire up. That's it. Great.
Wish there was a tunnel to go.
Right, okay. Into first gear. Not quite there.
Oh.
That's it. Handbrake off. Good. We are just feel the clutch. Nice easy clutch, but you need to give it a little few revs. It'll do. There you go. Right. Good. We've got, as I say, 4 laps to drive. 3 times past the pits, and we come in on the 4th lap. You'll find the gear change is a little bit noisy. Don't worry about that, because that's aluminium gates. Good. What do you normally drive on the road? Oh, well. Front-wheel drive. It's not a problem. It's just that this takes a bit of getting used to after having something that's not quite as powerful.
Not quite.
Well, I'm being diplomatic. Okay, up in 3rd. But the gears, what they call a close ratio. The gears are very close together. Now, can you stay on the right for me up to that yellow board? So we get onto the track, build a little bit of pace up out of everybody's way. Up in 4th. We're all clear behind, so we're going to start coming across. You'll see a red cone in a minute. Concentrate on looking at this red cone. So turning the car in, aiming straight at the red cone. Just feel the brakes, because again, they're different to the Porsche. Coming right up to the mark. Keep coming, don't look yet. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Now look across, that's it. To the right, cone on the right. Well done, that's one of the most difficult ones on the circuit, out of the way. Good, as we come round, excellent, now to our next red. Now, as we start approaching the yellow here, I want you to look across the grass at the green cone over there. If you can see it, you want to drive to that green cone. And between these 2 cones up into 5th. That's it, putting her over to this side. Ignore the brake board in this car, not in the single seater, but in this car. Just keep the car going straight, straighties, straighties, straighties. Don't turn yet, keep it going like that, keep it going, then start coming round. So, a bit more. So as you get to the yellow, the nose is pointing down the track. If you come in too early, look at the grass, follow the blue cones, they will feed you into the corner. Past the yellow, I want you to lead the steering. Don't try not to cheat. Lead the steering. See what happens. You set the car up, it does everything for you. Okay, the circuit falls away here and goes into a right-hander. To straighten out that right-hander, we're going to come as far brake board, just lift off the throttle. No, no brakes, no brakes, no brakes. And then gently back on the throttle, turn her into the yellow. Then lead the steering, the car will just drift across to the other side. That's it. Does it all for you. Set it up, you work with it. Excellent. Okay, we can open her up a little bit here as we start coming up to the chicane. We're going to come past this yellow on the left. As we come over the brow, yellow on the right, straight line. Okay, okay, slowing it down, so we're coming come right, all the braking done before you get to the red. Right up to the red. When you get to the red, follow 5 blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Stay on the right. Keep the throttle going if you can, and then back to the left. Good, good, good. Working out nicely. Okay. We don't need to brake again. No, no brakes, no brakes. Just remember to brake when you're in the single seater there. Okay, now as we come round, 2 things here. First of all, I want you to aim at the the yellow board. And secondly, the nose badge on the bonnet, I want you to get over this black strip. See this black strip here? I'm following round, just get the nose badge on there, follow it round until we can get a straight run here, coming back to the cone, right up to the cone. Right up, all the way, all the way, all the way, keep coming, then look across, well done. Good, back round. It's all practice, as far as it goes, you know, the more time you spend on the circuit, the easier it gets. And then I run right out. It's a little bit of a lift, but we don't need to brake. We're going to turn in quite late into this corner, remember, so we're going to keep it going. That's it. That'll do, yeah. Oh, good. We don't need to brake. Just gently back on the throttle, because every time we're turning, we're always on the throttle, not too early in. Good. Again, leaving the steering, the car will find its way. The idea, you're getting it, well done. Okay, we're going to stay on the left here, a little bit of a lift, you don't need brakes, and then gently back on to the yellow, you're alright, won't fall off. Trust me, just lead the steering, accelerate out, won't fall off. That's it, good, excellent. Keep the throttle going. What you're going to do is just turn the steering, car will go through the corner. You've just got to convince yourself that it will. Okay, as we come around, we're looking for that yellow board and getting the nose badge on the black strip. Straight run to the corner, coming away, and look down. That's it, right up to the red before we turn, all the way, keep looking, then look across. Okay, good, look through the corner from the exit. Don't slow down, it's going to indicate to let them know that we are staying on the left. There's a Ferrari coming through as well. Once he's through, back across to the red cone. That's it. Good. Nice one. slightly longer with the blues this time, stay slightly further left. Don't turn in too soon. We're coming. Okay, that's good. Leave it like that, that's fine. Absolutely fine. We won't fox off. I know the grass rushes up here. Ignore that. There's more left, no brakes. Throttle going all the way through. Is he coming through? Straight on again. Excellent. I'm afraid Nicola, we're back in this time. So follow the blues, not too early in. And then we're turning right as we come out of the chicane. So what do you think then?
Very nice.
Very easy to drive, isn't it?
Would like a few more laps and then be able to.
Well, you need, it's all
A bit
practice.
more.
It's all practice, you know, but you really need to know where you're going. First time's the worst time, as I tell people. There's so much information that we fire at you. I think we're going behind the red one here. Clutch, that's it. And close out. And then steering wheel flat bit at the bottom. That's it. Just leave her running, out of gear, handbrake on. Excellent, good. That was a very good drive. Because you listen. It's great.
You
What
have
do
to.
you do?
I don't want to stop in the car. I'd have to cough
No,
up
I don't
for
want you to
it.
do that either.
It'd be nice to have like a really long straight bit, wouldn't it? Just a proper welly it. For someone like me, just to get that that you can't perhaps.
Well, you can't really do too much unless you know where you're going. Because this is actually a very good circuit. It's very wide, it's very long. Well, it's the fastest circuit in the country.
In the single seater,
Mm-hmm.
is it lines like we've just done?
Exactly the same.
So if I
Exactly the
do
same
what
lines.
you've just told me, I'll be alright.
Concentrate on the red cone. Get right up to those red
That
cones.
was really
They are
helpful
important.
actually, just staring at that and not looking. Yeah, that was.
It's actually very difficult because what I'm asking you to do isn't a bad habit. The hands and the eyes on the road will work automatically together. You're not going to stop them. As soon as you look, the hands will steer. It's just trying to find a way of splitting the two on the track, and that's by means of getting people to look at the red cone.
I just need to pay more attention to the brake
Yeah.
signs next time.
Well, yes, because this has all the electronics to help you if you do something wrong. The single seat has no electronics whatsoever, no anti-locking brakes, nothing. So just be very careful in it. Circuit. Now, if you just keep doing exactly what you are doing, you'll be fine. Very good drive. Very sound drive it was. Listened well to instructions, so thank you for that. You're beginning to get to know where the circuit goes, starting to recognise where it goes, which helps. Your pace is building. Rarely, I put along with your confidence. It's not only confidence in where you're going; it's also confidence in what the car will do. I can tell you it's good, but you have to discover that for yourself. So all good, all very good. With the single-seater, when you're coming up to that red entry cone, get the car absolutely straight before you start braking. Don't sort of come out of the corner and you feel the car leaning a little bit. Get the car straight. Don't be frightened to brake hard in the single-seater when you get the car straight, but you want it slowed down sufficiently so when you get to that red cone, you can gently come back onto the throttle. Because if you come in too fast and you're on the overrun, or worse still braking as you go around the corner, it'll spin. So just be gentle with it. Oh, a lot of people spin. You won't, because you're. I can tell you now you won't. Well, you better not, because you're a sensible driver.
I do, we'll come back and we'll be having a
But the people who are too aggressive, you can't be aggressive in the single seater. This will soak up a lot of your errors. The single seater won't.
Okay.
It'll just spit you out. We don't want that.
Thanks.
Okay.